We are sorry to interrupt your nightly programming, but some breaking news has come in from the centre of Galilee.
This is Daniel Gooley and
Dominic MacArthur.
with today's news from the war-ravaged Middle East. The previously disgraced tribes of Zebulun and Naphtali are today rejoicing in Jordan, where a newly appeared bright light is shining joy to all of their peoples. The glow is shining eastwards from the Mediterranean, making a huge difference to the shadows and darkness experienced over the territory for so many years. The people are celebrating as their burden of oppressive darkness is finally being lifted.
The source of the new light is reported to centre around a child who will bring peace to the nations using only right and justice as his weapons. We will keep you on this report and up to date with more news as it happens.
It's census time again in the Roman Empire, where all the inhabitants must report to the local registry office in the town of their ancestors. It's over to Galilee to our roving reporters who are on hand watching the hundreds of people who are on the roads tonight.
Good evening. Travel has proven to be something of a nightmare here in Galilee. Snowstorms have made all roads treacherous. Many have had to leave their vehicles and proceed on foot to meet the deadline for the census. One such couple I spoke to earlier were Mary and Joseph from Nazareth, whose journey made even more difficult by the fact of her advanced pregnancy. Joseph managed to get her to the town to discover there was no accommodation available anywhere. However, one kind innkeeper, seeing how much in need of shelter they were, offered them a small stable to rest until morning. We'll let you have further news on this heart-rendering human story as soon as we have it. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Dominic. Meanwhile, on the hillsides, away from the war-torn areas of Galilee, reporters are coming in once more on a mysterious light source story. Shepherds were tending their sheep on an exposed hillside when they saw an apparition described by them as angelic. At first they were terrified, but the angel-like figure reassured them that with calming words. They were directed to discover a baby lying in a manger. We can speak to one of the shepherds now.
What made you believe the apparition?
Right, I was terrified last night. There was a great big light in the sky. What? I was off me, I was terrified. But the angel calms me down. And there's all these like voices in our voices in your ears from all over the shop. Anyway, we thought, well, we better go and do in Bethlehem, have a little look to see what goes on.
What did you find there exactly?
Well, we get to this stable, and there's a bonny little lass, Mary they call her, Mary and her husband Joseph, and the bairn's strips of clothes in her, strips of cloth, nought else, lying in the stable, and the straw, poor bairn.
And how did Mary and Joseph seem to you?
Well, I could see they were as surprised as anybody else by their faces, you know, they were like, you know, gobsmacked, didn't know what was going on. Well, there was even so, a big celebration, the bairn, what a beautiful bairn, lying there, they were obviously full of it, so I thought we'll stay for a little while, had a couple of celebrations, you know, with them, and then thought, well, we better get back to shoot the wolves and all that type of stuff, so I had to go back after a couple of hours, you know.
Thank you for your time. We'll let you get back to your duties. I am sure that we'll be hearing a lot more about this baby.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, what a touching story. Now, I've been Daniel Gooley, this has been Dominic MacArthur, and we'll see you at 8.